What's up, nerdles? I'm Jeff, and this is Javin. It's impossible for them to be this good at guitar if they're as old as they claim to be.
Oh yeah, let's get heavy, let's go.
Dude, this is so awesome, you're like sweet picking. And I know that because they submit their work, the hashtag Nerdle Content channel in our Discord. If you want your art featured on these videos, then you can make that happen by joining our Discord using the invite link in the description down below. All right, here we go with Javin's first full-length guitar piece, which I understand that this actually got you a spot in a bigger band at your school than you would have otherwise been able to get into. So this is a successful audition piece. So congratulations, that's amazing. I'm so proud of you, Javin. Let's give it a listen, see what it's like. Get warmed up. I like how you got the fluorescent lights coming from the mouse in the foreground. A Green Day in the back to let us know where you're coming from. I love that. Ooh, pretty little chord change for your... There's no way, man. There's no way you're this good at there's no way you're this good at picking with the age that you say you are.
Oh yeah, let's get heavy, let's go.
Dude, this is so awesome. You're like sweet picking. I totally understand why this was a successful audition piece. I would have you in my band too. What, dude? This is like as good as the Fall of Troy. You can tell that you love the Fall of Troy too, and that makes it even more enjoyable. You're a legendary guitar player already. When you get older, like what are you gonna be? Are you gonna be like the best musician that ever lived or something? All right, we've had a little palate cleanser. Now we're gonna get into what appears to be some very fast scales. It's like Eruption by Van Halen-esque. Rip, by the way, that really sucks.
You're metal.
Oh, some like Pantera. I feel like the chromatic thing at the end was like cheeky, followed by an also kind of cheeky harmonic. Man, Javin, you know that I think you're phenomenal, and I'm so grateful that you're part of our community and that you're sharing this growth with us. It really takes me back to when I was discovering these amazing things about guitar, and it's so fun to watch you. You're surpassing anything I probably ever could have dreamed of doing back then, so congrats, man. That is so rad. Okay, here comes Calogin with another ambient thing, onlineaudioconverter.com.mp3. I'm using VLC right now. I just want to let you know that you can use VLC to convert stuff to whatever audio formats you want, like really easily and really well. So if you're using an online converter and you want a free solution that can just live on your computer, then you should try VLC. Okay, we're gonna go ambient with it. All right, it's chill. Let's just get into the chill zone. Prepare for some Calogin. You got a reputation early on for like abrasive music, but you've strayed away from that. It's all become like very thoughtful, though you do add like little nuggets of difficult parts. You want to challenge us. How do people have the patience for swells like this? When I'm writing songs, I like can't even wait a single bar. Like something has to happen. But then at the same time, like I'm totally able to enjoy stuff like this, so it's ironic. I guess I even need my songwriting and composition process to be insanely stimulating. Now that I'm thinking about it, I know Calogin makes this process stimulating in a different way because they use all these crazy VSTs and synthesizers and stuff like that. Just because it doesn't sound insane doesn't mean a ton of work and thought didn't go into it. The plugin and VST work is like the underappreciated mods for Skyrim, like the ones that put a couple of extra knots on a barrel. This is a vibe, Calogin. So what do? You share this with people that you want to chill out? Do you listen to it yourself while you're doing things that will require you to be chill? It is definitely grounding me. I'm trying to be high energy and do a reaction video. Okay, you're gonna give me some drums. Let me get hyped up again. Oh, I love that like sliding. It's almost like a smeared sample or something though. Yeah, very cool. Is that like a reversed cymbal sample? Do you have your 808 doubled up with a shaker, or is that just the way that the plugin percussion sounds? Anyway, it's nice. Like there's a little sizzle on it. I guess you could have saturated it too, right? All right, and get some bells in. Okay. I feel really stupid. I was thinking that the instrumentation wasn't exciting because you started with an ambient, but by the end of the track, we're getting wild. And by wild, I mean just like a slightly higher energy than a totally ambient instrumental. I love that interval, like that run, that riff. It feels almost out of place. The da da da. Like when you do that, it's almost like it's low hanging fruit, so you don't expect it in something that's just like thoughtful and slow, and then it hits you with that da, you know, da da da. Oh, is that a vocal sample too? Oh, that's so pretty. You're like doing a masterclass in restraint too. You're gonna get to the end of this 6-minute long track and still be introducing new elements and still keeping it interesting. I can barely get to the end of the first minute of a song without having introduced all my worthwhile thoughts and spent them immediately. I'm not saying you're dragging it out. I'm saying that it's still dope 5 minutes in, and that's so impressive. Oh, you're dropping some of the percussion and the bass at the end to be a little bit more playful with your bell-like synths. Yeah, this thing did not have anything wrong with it that I can even tell. I guess some of the bass is like a little present than I'd like it to be, but the subtlety might be important to this. Like if I increase the bass, I might lose some of that subtlety, and I don't want that to happen. Yeah, very cool, Calogin. That reverse cymbal sample when it introduces itself to bring percussion in and introduce some of the melodies and stuff like that. That was really, really cool. That da-da-da interval that I think it only happened once. It didn't even come back, but it was like that little grain of sugar where you didn't anticipate it at all. It was really, really cool. All right, folks, Lazzy is back. After so generously offering to have their friends featured on neural content instead of themselves, here they are with a new one. They're going to do some classical guitar for us. They have what looks to be a headset mic, I think. Maybe you'll have to correct me if I'm wrong. Let's see what this is all about. Oh, I'm all the way back in Napoleon Dynamite with you right now. You're doing great letting all of the strings ring out as you keep doing the fingerpicking pattern. I'm so bad at that. I mute things unintentionally all the time. And some of those light changes are happening like directly on beat too, which is really neat. Oh, and hitting us at the end with some pretty chords. Is that where your idea started? Is with these chords? And letting us know you're in an alternate tuning with that super low note at the end. Thank you, Lazzy. Thank you for another idea. I think this sounds great. Like, and I know that you can sing, and I hope that you do bring some vocals into this, or it doesn't have to. It sounds beautiful on its own. But I am curious, like those chords that you played at the end, was that where this song came from? Did you like play those chords in this alternate tuning and you were like, oh, this sounds really good? All right, here's Calogin with a VCV rack project. This is one of those weird projects where they've looped together like 1,000 synths and effects to get a really interesting effect. I don't do this kind of thing. I have my stock set of plugins that I rely on, and I just kind of like let those things do their work, and then I put melodies in them. And things usually turn out okay. So I'm excited to see what the other side of that is. Okay, we're coming in like touching a patch chord with your thumb. Like, oh, I unplugged my guitar. All right, let's start grooving. Okay, I'm expecting some insane arpeggiating. When I think about multiple synths talking to one another, I just think of like triplet scales ascending all over the place. Okay, we're almost a minute into the track and the drums just came in. I thought I was gonna have egg on my face. There wasn't gonna be any arpeggiating at all. Now there's hope because there's like an 808 playing bass drum and a hi-hat. Y'all, we need to get an arpeggiator started. So when you show those images in our Discord chat, in the neural content channel, and have all the little routing together and stuff like that, does that include every plugin you use to make this? By the way, everybody, if you think what Calogin makes sounds cool, then you should definitely join our Discord. There's an invite link in the description because they post tons of stuff about the plugins that they're messing around with, and they post things like this that you can listen to as examples. But yeah, you'll have to let me know about some of like the finer nuances. I think posting like your rack image after making a track is part of like a producer community meme that I don't understand, so I can't parse that at all. You'll have to explain it to me. It seems really useful to know how to read that. Okay, it seems like there's some synths speaking for themselves now. Oh, I love laser beams. You guys know what I mean when I say sounds that are laser beams? I've just always said that assuming people could understand. But usually it's when stuff goes pew. You know, like a laser beam. We got some really interesting rhythms starting here in the middle of the track. This is one of the reasons I love your music, Calogin, because you do have a really good rhythmic sensibility. So we always get these cool like drum break parts, which I'm now realizing you've decided not to be a breakbeat artist at all. That's cool, man. I didn't start listening to Venetian snares for you or anything. No, just kidding. This is really, really cool. And I love that the bass line has like a really simple riff going on, and we're gonna stay in like the same chord structure the whole time with that one instrument because it grounds you and it like lets you know what this song is, or it gives it like a backbone, I guess. And everything else is free to just like go as far away from the actual track as it wants before coming back. One synth's like, I'm just gonna turn into basically bird noises. Just want to be a bird. I can only imagine how many tracks are in your DAW for this. It would be giving me so much anxiety. And it's sad because it achieves that effect that I really love when parts of the song are so distinct from each other. Instruments come in for just their one little beep and frig off again. Igloo Ghost does it all the time. It's my favorite part about the electronic music genre, and I can't replicate it because once I get up above 10 tracks, I just start like literally sweating. Nice. I just had to wait for it. At the end of the song here, there's some amazing arpeggiating going on. I think this one's going like a little bit longer than I needed to, but I can tell you're still experimenting with stuff and introducing new elements. So if you were somebody that was into longer songs, then you'd probably still be down with this. Oh, that was so neat. It was like when one of the synths got up into a certain octave, it like switched over to a different sound altogether. Sick. Those nice little synth flutters at the very end of the track. Yeah, very nice, man. I think it's fascinating that you understand how synths work together so well to, like I said, you know, choose when a synth switches to another sound because it goes to a different octave. That's insane. How do you figure that out? And how do I read those rack images that you post? This seems really cool. Okay, here we've got Jacob from Jacob's Musical Corner on YouTube. This is song idea number 10. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I have not heard song ideas 1 through 9. So they could have completely redefined themselves in the span of those 9 tracks. And here we are with an exclusive release to the Nerdle content channel, song idea number 10. Okay, the last thing I saw from Jacob was this like wild math rock thing with the capo on. So yeah, this is a redefinition. How is the math rock audience like so into synthy music? Love me a backup, act up sample, like a reversed sample. You say reversed as backup now. Okay, here comes some more guitar heavy stuff, some thoughtful finger picking and a little riffing. Yeah, this could become one of those emo tracks where somebody is just like singing glumly about an everyday thing like getting coffee, and I would eat it up. I would go after it all day. It's funny, you can even see on like the spectrogram that there like isn't much high end going on. That's like the frequencies where the cymbals and the voice usually live. I would round it out. I think you could sing on it. You'd literally sing about like how uncomfortable couches are sometimes, and I'd be into it. Perfect. It's a great foundation of a track for your classic indie emo with really slow guitars and mopey vocals, but like pop punk breakdown drums in the back. Thank you so much for watching. You can watch a lot of the videos that we reviewed on this series by watching the Nerdle content playlist, which is linked down below. But there are also some submissions that we review in this series that you can only get as a member of our Discord. You can do that by using the invite link in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching. If you wouldn't mind supporting us by subscribing to this channel and liking this video, we'd really appreciate it. But above all, I'm really grateful that you came to help us support our community by validating their artwork through listening to it with me. Thanks again. I can't wait to talk to you again soon.